So, have you been divorced? Have you separated from a long-term relationship? 5 tips that I can give you in being more successful in the future. Take some time to reflect on your feelings and give yourself time to heal. The second one is create some standards for yourself. This means things like knowing what it is that you want in the future. The third one is become a great communicator, because communicating well is the best way to be as transparent as you can be and transfer over these values or these standards that you have to a new partner. The fourth one is don't rush, have some patience, and of course, if you've taken the liberty of working on things like number 1, then you will become a bit more patient because, 1 and 2, I should say, because if you know what you now want, that really helps with becoming someone who is more patient. And then as long as you've communicated these things to a new partner, then I don't believe there would be any intensity there. So that's number 4. And number 5 is don't choose comfort, choose growth in a new relationship. So I'm gonna expand on those a bit in this video, guys. So if you're interested to hear a bit more, then please feel free. Welcome to another video, guys. My name is Pan Michael, and my channel is all about topics of mental health, relationships, and helping you become the best version of yourself that you can be, because I believe that working on yourself and taking accountability for what you can control of yourself should be the first thing you do, knowing who you are. So once you do all of that, nothing can stop you from finding the things that will make you happy. And of course, being in a relationship and having a partner that is ideal to the person that you are and shares your values is, of course, a very important thing that people want to have. And it's a part of their life that they find fulfillment in. And it's a natural thing that a lot of us do. Don't get me wrong, some people don't want to be in relationships and they're happy with that, that's cool. So have you come out of a divorce or a long-term relationship? I've got 5 tips that I believe will help you be sort of stronger or better when it comes to perhaps getting in a new relationship. That way you can sort of head into that in a more constructive way, especially if you've come out of a relationship and it heavily affected you. Guess whether you're a man or a woman, this can apply to both. So the first thing that I would like to discuss is healing time and self-reflection. Take some time to allow yourself, first of all, to heal a bit from the relationship. This obviously ideally means try not to get into a relationship straight away and try understand a breakup of a long-term relationship or divorce can really affect someone. And then self-reflect on the things that you believe could have gone wrong, or self-reflect on, both your own things. So taking some accountability of perhaps where you may have or could have been better, let's say, and where, you believe maybe the other party could have been better. And that will, of course, lead to something very important. And this is really key. Very windy today, oh my God. Actually a bit cold as well, even though it's sunny. So what the first point is going to lead to is the second point, which is you will discover some standards and boundaries for yourself. So you'll acknowledge the standards that you'd like to have when you go into the next relationship, right? So this is what's going to happen when you start self-reflecting. You'll know more about what you're looking for now. You'll know about certain values that you want to have in your new relationship. And of course, these are going to be mightily important for you to communicate over to your new partner. Or else, it might be, of course, that a new partner already has very similar ideals to you anyways, and it works out very well. But it might be that a new partner might be nice for you, but equally might not share similar standards or has never been through what you have been through, or maybe they have, whatever it might be, but it might be they have slightly different standards. And but you'll know all of this after you self-reflect. So yeah, the first 2 points are: take time to heal. This ideally means don't go into another relationship. A lot of people, they start wanting to rebound and things like that. And they believe, because maybe they want a bit of attention because they're not getting it as much anymore, or that just makes them feel wanted still. But, you can do things like that. But ultimately, the best thing you can probably do is, my God, it really is windy. The best thing you can do is take the time to heal. And ideally, that means not having any other partners, whether they're just, something casual or, a new relationship. Take some time away from it. I would say minimum 6 months, and just let yourself heal and start working on this. The third point that leads to is to try become a good communicator. Communication is really important. If you're not very good at communicating, especially with the partner who doesn't naturally share the exact same values, but it's not that they're not great values, they very well could be. It's just they've never been in the position to need to maybe have those standards, or a partner who is quite, it's important for them to have these standards. So be a great communicator. The next thing, the fourth tip that I have is don't rush too much or be very intense if you can. The past may have affected you a lot, and your feelings are valid, and what happened to you in the past may have created a certain intensity about the way you carry yourself now. There might be triggers that are caused by a new partner that they don't realize, or that you didn't realize yourself you have. But I would say just try be a bit calmer, as cool as you can with your emotions. The bit about communication, point 3, will help a lot with that, of course, because if your partner knows, the more they know how you are and how you feel, the better they can try, act towards those values and those feelings that you have. Don't rush into it, because it might be quickly you think, oh, it's all looking good and there might be some attraction there, but then suddenly you start coming across intense, and new partners some new partners can find intensity a bit too much. And the fifth and final point is choose growth over comfort. What do I mean by that? Don't just feel comfortable about anything. Don't fall into a comfort zone of everything is cool and blah, 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 because ultimately things will pop up. And then if there wasn't a good communication or whatever, or you're not trying to grow in this new relationship, then maybe in the long run things will start feeling dull, not right, boring. You know, you want to grow with your partner. Choose to be open to each other. Choose to do things together. Choose to discuss about relationships, discuss your values. Choose to do things that are building trust for one another. If you have this ethos, you're more likely to, you know, be in a new relationship which is a lot more fulfilling and is a lot more what you want, versus the past, of course, where things didn't quite go right. If your partner is someone who, you know, doesn't care about growing together and developing and, you know, doing all these beautiful things that will create this amazing ethos in your relationship, then you have to start thinking whether they're the one for you. I mean, it could also be that you have a partner that is quite chilled out and they're happy whether you're intense or whether you're not intense or whatever. They're just happy to be quite chilled, and they're happy to take your lead, which is amazing. I think any person who seeks that is lucky if they find it, but usually either one of the partner in a relationship will have certain standards and certain things that they want to uphold. Okay, peeps, well, that's that for today. So that was 5 tips if you've just been divorced or if you've come out of a long-term relationship, on how you can go forward and you know, be better with your next relationship. And that's from my own personal experience of being in a very long relationship in my 20s, and you know, the things that I've come to realize from it. So yes, hope you enjoyed it. Please watch some other films. Feel free to comment. I love a good debate or a good discussion, let's say. So yeah, looking forward to seeing you next time, guys. Thanks.